Okay, so we'd like to welcome you to Quilt Show Reno. Today we have Lana and Vickie and possibly another surprise guest. Lana is going to be telling us all about her classes that she's going to be teaching on the Handy Quilter Long Arm. And Vickie is actually going to be doing a demo, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. It's going to be a scrap buster for sure. So I'm just going to turn it right over to you, Lana, and you can show us what classes you're doing and what techniques and all that good stuff.
Okay, sounds good. I have been a Handy Quilter educator since 2018, so 7 years, and I have loved it. And Handy Quilter is providing 12 long arm machines in one of the classrooms, so we have room for 24 for each class. So on Wednesday, I am doing Pro Stitcher in the morning, and we'll do a sample similar to this. So you'll get a chance to try edge-to-edge quilting and being able to select designs and put them where you want them, place them where you want them. And then in the afternoon on Wednesday, that is going to be rulers. So I've got some ruler samples and got some rulers to play with. And here's a smaller sample where we can try some smaller, because anything you can do big, you can do small. So we'll do some samples for rulers, and you'll learn the techniques and tips and essentials that you need to do rulers. And then on Thursday, my Handy Quilter educator friend Leigh, who might be on here in a few.
Do you want me to add her on?
Sure, if she's on. Yeah.
Okay. Here, let me add her on. Okay, it's going to be complicated trying to get the right two people on here. Okay, here's Leigh. And then here, let me do, gosh, I've never done it with 4 people before. Okay, here, I'm going to take, let's see.
There you go. Yeah, cool.
Hi.
All right. So the next day, I'm going to be doing this Sea Creature panel. So I'm going to be doing it with Pro Stitcher, and Leigh is going to be doing it with free motion. So here's a couple samples I did, and then Leigh's is free motion. So you'll be able to you'll choose one of 9 panels, and in either the morning or the afternoon, you'll do free motion, and then the other part of the day, I'll be doing it in Pro Stitcher. And then Friday, I am teaching all day, and I am doing fun and function. We're going to use some grid work to do a bag, a reusable bag like this. And here's some more grid work on the back. Or you can add some couching to it. So this is a Pro Stitcher design. You can do Pro Stitcher or free motion on the bag. And then Friday afternoon, I'm going to be doing fabric and quilting turned into art. So this is kind of an exploding from the block. You're going to take designs from the middle block and extend them into the background, and then also quilt the background. So it's going to be lots of fun. I love teaching these classes. And Leigh is going to be teaching with me, and she's going to show you what she's going to do the other days that I'm not teaching. We're going to be teaching together some, and I mean, we're always going to be together, but one of us will be teaching, one of us will be helping. So,
right. My turn?
Yep, your turn.
All right. I'm excited to be teaching. My first day is going to be long arm basics for those new to long arming and or just want to see if they're interested or want to learn more about their machine. Also, I believe a free motion the same day.
Yes. Basics and free motion the same day.
Yeah, free motion. So we'll be exploring a lot of different free motion designs. I had my sample here. I don't know where I threw it. Sorry. And then, as she said, we will be doing panels that half a day will be with free Pro Stitcher, and then the other half will be free motion, background designs. So that's going to be a real fun class. I enjoy doing that thoroughly. And then Saturday, we're going to do a sweat jacket. We're going to add a quilt block to a sweat jacket. There's a couple other designs they can pick from. This is my favorite, so we'll be doing that.
Or are they going to do that at home?
Are they going to do what?
Do they need to bring a sweatshirt, or are they going to add it at home?
Yes, they're going to need to bring a zip-up sweat jacket so that they can add it easily. So
awesome. I love that.
That'll be part of that's going to be a lot of fun. And I think that's it. We have 12 machines, right? 24 students.
24. Yep. So sign up early.
So if they're not familiar with long arms, and they don't know what a pro stitcher is, or they don't know what free motion is, do you want to just tell them a little bit about that? Because that might be a little bit scary if they are kind of new sewers and those machines are kind of a little bit big and they're a little bit overwhelming, maybe sometimes. Although I think they make life super easy, and I do most of everything on my long arms just because it makes it quick and easy. But if they're not familiar with the Pro Stitcher and Free Motion, what is that?
That's day 1 and 2, which is Tuesday and Wednesday. So Tuesday is when Leigh will be doing Pro Stitcher Basics and Free Motion quilting. And then day 2 on Wednesday, I'm going to start at the very beginning with Pro Stitcher and go through it from the beginning, and we'll make a sample that looks something like this. This may look intimidating, but you'll find out how easy it is.
So is Pro Stitcher more of a computer, or?
It is. It's computer guided designs.
Okay. So it's kind of like an embroidery machine where they program in the design they want and then pick the thread, and the machine does. Yep. It's kind of a cheater. The machine does the work.
Yes. Yes. Very much.
But with your own artistic eye.
Plan. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. And then with the sweatshirt, are they going to piece the block?
No piecing.
Okay. I mean, it looks pieced to me. So it's a panel.
None of these are pieced. It'll be lots of fun.
So it's kind of a cheater panel that they're going to quilt and then add to the jacket?
Sort of.
Okay.
It'll be a reverse applique.
Okay. So lots of techniques.
Lots of fun. It'll be a great day. And if they don't want anything to do with Pro Stitcher, we can do without that too.
So if they want to do free motion, they could.
They can still do it, yes.
Okay, so even if they're not really in the market looking to buy a long arm, this would be a great introduction for them to learn what a long arm is. And I personally believe that every single person who makes a quilt or quilts a project in any way, whether it's a tote bag or whatnot, should actually run a long arm so that they know the torture they put their long armor through when they don't do things that really should. And I'm not that picky, but some things you really got to do right. Like you got to sew your borders on right. And so do you cover kind of those basics also in the class?
You know what? If they pick up day 1 of the classes for long arm basics, they're going to learn about loading. They're going to learn about the needles, the tension. They're going to learn all about what the machine is capable of doing. So they'll get the feel for it, and then they'll get the fun of just pushing it around and seeing how easy it is to,
I love it. It's kind of like driving a race car.
Exactly.
Yes, it is my favorite thing. But I do think everybody should kind of have a basic knowledge of what it takes to quilt their quilts. Because then they will, once they know the fundamentals, they will put that effort into what needs to really be done, as opposed to you just kind of put your quilt top together and take it to the quilter and let the quilter work their magic.
Yes.
Because sometimes it's really good if there's a little bit of basics that are done. It's just I think everybody needs to run a long arm at least once in their life. Take classes and learn what it's all about. It's not just writing a check. Like Peggy Cato just logged on, and she always says, I quilt by check. And it's not just about writing the check. I think that everybody should have a basic knowledge of what a long arm is.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially when you get all those quilt backings that are like twice as big as the quilt front or the batting. They hand you a roll. It's like.
Right. I don't need that much batting. And then you've got, as a quilter, you've got to cut it down. And so it's just little tips and tricks that will make it easier for their quilters to do a better job.
Yes.
Yeah. But of course, once you do use a long arm, I think you do kind of get hooked because it does make your life a lot easier. You can throw a table runner or a tote bag onto the long arm and quilt it so much quicker and easier than if you were quilting it on your domestic machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. So it's a kind of a inexpensive way to test run and learn all about long arms.
Yeah. And you'll appreciate the rules that the long armer asks you to do when you bring it to her, before you bring it to her or him.
Right.
Okay.
You'll understand why.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So do you girls have anything else you'd like to add?
No, looking forward to Reno.
Yeah,
Okay.
hope to meet you there.
Perfect. And I do want to let everybody know that Sierra Sewing is the sponsor for, they work with Handy Quilter and bringing the long arms in, which is no easy task. It was an eye opener for me last year. I helped tape down all of the cords. That's quite a job just in itself. Is getting everything set up.
Yes.
Yep. So we do want to thank Sierra Sewing for that and Handy Quilter for bringing in the machines and for you guys for putting together great classes.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. So we're going to add Vickie to the stage, and Vickie is going to do demos on quick and easy, scrappy projects. And if you're not familiar with Vickie, Vickie is, she owns Workman Farms out in Fallon. And she's also been a vendor at Quilt Show Reno forever. So Vickie, I'm just going to turn it right over to you.
Okay. Hi, everybody. And I'm going to show you some scrappy things you can do for Christmas when you don't have nothing else to do. So we have a flip and stitch tree I glued onto a card. And then I tore some fabrics and gave it like a 3-dimension and put a little batting here torn to give it some texture. And we have some other ideas for you too, but we probably won't demo them. But anyone who makes a yo-yo, you could do this and make like a lollipop for the front of your card. And is there anything else here, Liza? Here's another one that we had a piece of fabric and I just kind of quilted it and just glued it on a card to get rid of that fabric.
So you're not sewing onto the cardboard.
I'm just gluing it, but you can. I did sew on after I made this card. I thought, oh, I had a piece of rickrack there. So I actually sewed it into the card. But you can sew them onto the card too. Mm-hmm. Just gluing is just faster. And I just you can use hot glue or tacky. And I just use tacky glue. So what we do, or I did, is I just got a piece of batting, like so. My template I cut out of a piece of cardboard. And that's my template. So on the flip and stitch, and I'm sure you girls have done flip and stitch, I just cut some random pieces of fabric. And you're just going to sew these down. Let's see here if I can find my foot pedal. Okay. And I just, I broke my needle.
Never fails as soon as you start a demo.
Oh, Joey, bring me a needle. Anyway. Okay, let me get a needle. Liza, show him the chain. And you can explain the chain while I get a needle.
So we did a fabric chain here. So you're just taking a strip of fabric. We cut them about 3 inches wide. See if I can show you the end.
And then do you have interfacing in them or something to make them stiff?
Yeah, we did decor bond.
Okay.
So trying to show you. So you just fold it in half. Let me go get, oh, Mom has the demo right here. So we cut about a 3-inch wide piece of fabric. You're going to put your decor bond in the center. You're going to put the shiny side up because that's your sticky, gluey side. You're just going to fold that in and then fold that in and take your iron and go over. You want to do a little spritz of water to help activate the glue. And you'll just work your way down, and then you'll just cut the length that you need to fold them around each other. And then we just glued them with some of this Aleene's tacky glue. And then we used clips just to clip them and hold them in place until the glue dried. And so we have a bunch of just pre-made ones here. But we just did long strips instead of cutting these to the length and cutting the decor bond to its length. We just found it easier just to do a long strip of fabric with the decor bond and then stick it in the center, pull it over, and put your iron over the top of it and cut them down to the size you want. But you can make them wider if you wanted to, or longer, just depending on what you want to use it for. And as long as you want to, if you want to, put them over your door or mix it in with your wreath, you could do that.
Where I put my needle in.
So if you're just joining, Vickie started the demo and then her needle broke. So we've got an emergency repair. It never fails when you go live. Something is bound to happen. Usually my machine has to be cleaned right in the middle of a live.
The flat side, I think, goes on the back.
It does on this one?
I think.
Okay.
So if you have any questions about the chain, the fabric chain, super cute. Liza can answer any questions you have. But
I'll
super
show you
quick and
some.
easy way to use up your scraps.
Oh, yes. Super easy way to use up scraps. And I'll show you some other cards that Vickie made. So we just had these pieces of fabric in the back room, some random scraps. And it say from, oh my gosh, my camera's opposite. There we go. From and to. We just did the insides plain so anyone can write their greeting that they want. Then she cut out Santa and reindeer.
So you can fussy cut your fabrics. Super cute.
Yeah.
Kind of, you could collage them. You could,
Yeah, you could collage them. You could really do anything you want.
Yeah.
What else do we have? She did a lot of trees. So she's just got this simple tree she did that she just cut out.
So
Fussy cut out.
If you guys see any cards that you want there, I know that I saw a Facebook post that if you're not following Workman's, follow them on Facebook, but they've got like a great sale. Like, I don't know, if you buy 4 cards, they're like $3 a piece or something.
Yeah, they're 1 for $6, 2 for $10, or 4 for $18. And so here's some other cards we have.
You could do Christmas balls, and just get a circle, like a canning jar lid, and draw a circle and cut it out and glue it on your card and just make sew on a little loop on your sewing machine for decoration. There's all
Cookie
kinds of
cutters
fun
are a good
things
pattern.
you could do.
Yeah, cookie cutters are a great one to use.
That's great, Beth. Yeah,
Yeah.
good idea.
But even like an Easter egg and use some of your springy fabrics, like literally you could do it for all occasions.
Yeah, it'd be really cute. Fall, leaves, anything. Yeah. Okay, Joey's trying to get my needle in.
Okay.
I couldn't do it. I don't know what I did.
So you guys had a huge Thanksgiving sale. Is it over?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, everyone treated us really well. It was really good sale. Yeah.
Good.
It was our Thanksgiving leftover sale. Yeah, leftovers.
Perfect. So if you guys didn't make it to the Thanksgiving leftover sale, make sure that you put it on your calendar for next year.
Yeah. Yes. I know. I can't either. Well, I can. No, I
So
can't.
while they're trying to get the machine to work, if you order your classes and lectures and your admission passes, through today, you do get a free bedazzled Quilt Show Reno 2026 t-shirt. So you want to make sure you get your order in today. Otherwise, you're going to want to buy one and they're $25. So the free t-shirt deal ends today. And we do have a couple of classes that I think are already full. So make sure you go check out www.quiltshowreno.com so that you can see all of the classes that are being offered. And if you have never done worked on a long arm before, I strongly suggest the long arm classes just so that you can get familiar with it. I mean, you might, of course, fall in love with it and need to buy one. But I think everybody needs a basic understanding of how the machine works so that you are more prepared when you take your quilts to the quilter.
So how's your machine? We're in the back room. It's fine. I'll just use yours because we just need to make a demo on it. That's all we're going to do. Okay, I'll use yours. It won't be the thread, but they'll get the idea.
Sometimes you just have to take a breath before you.
No, because then we have to plug it in. Okay.
Okay, we're going to our back room.
That's always my favorite angle when my husband's filming and he follows from behind.
You want to show them the jacket?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
what
gosh.
Joey's been working on, this jacket back here.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Do you guys sell a pattern for that?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So this
Okay.
has a collar on it, and Joey is working on it.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. And do you have that fabric?
Yeah, we do. You know,
So they
you gotta use the fabric.
They
Yeah, we
could
do.
literally get a kit for that with the pattern and the fabric.
Sure. Yeah. We would
Okay,
do
so
that.
if you need that jacket and the pattern, just call Workman Farms. What's your phone number, Vickie?
It's 775-867-3716. And the pattern has 3 different styles of jackets in it. And each jacket, you can put a hood on it if you want to.
Perfect. Okay, so it's the flip and stitch, right?
It's like a flip and stitch. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And so you just sew all these pieces on. And usually I'll take a strip of batting and just go down the whole way. But just for demo purposes, we're just going to do
And you
this.
don't have a backing fabric, correct?
No, because you're just going to glue it on the card. But if you're going to use it for like Christmas decorations or something, you could just grab a piece. Okay, Liza, I'll just grab a piece.
You could do a backing and then create cut it into a Christmas tree and create an ornament.
Yeah. Huh. Now I'm all off. Okay, here we go. We're just and then
if you're just joining, we just had a machine meltdown, so we're trying to regroup for the demo. Vickie is making Christmas cards, but you could do any occasion cards using up your scraps.
Yeah, and it doesn't. I mean, just have fun with it. Don't. Oh, Liza, do you have something bigger? Okay, this'll work, I guess. Nothing like being picky with your scraps. And if I flip that, I don't like that one. Where's my other ones? My pretty ones. Oh, well, this is what it is. Okay. Okay, here we go.
So you could use the cookie cutters and cut out whatever shape ornaments you wanted. Or even another resource that I use a lot is free coloring pages for adults. And that will give you shapes. You can just type in any shape.
Explain what I'm doing. Liza says I need to explain what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just throwing, flipping this up, and I kind of finger press it in a way. And some of these aren't, but it gives it a little texture. It gives it a little oomph. I kind of like that. My
Yeah.
others are kind of flat, but I think I like this. But what the fun thing about this is you just sit down and play and have fun. Yeah. And then your mind will just start going.
Well, and I love doing the yo-yo with the red and white stripes and turning
I
it into a
know.
little peppermint lollipop.
That was cute, huh?
Yes.
I like making yo-yos. I just love making yo-yos. And that's out of the big one. And you probably have that in your store, that big yo-yo maker.
Yeah, the
And
jumbo
that's what
one.
I used.
Yes.
And it'd be fun, to put a little glitter on that if you had some glitter and make it kind of sparkly. Or you can make it primitive and put some tea stain or something on it. Boy, we didn't grab very many scraps, but I guess they'll get the idea. Joey, can you go grab me a couple more pieces? I'm missing some. Me and Liza just hurriedly grabbed some stuff. It's turquoise. It's on the table. Okay. Oh, my machine's ready. Okay. This one here. Okay, we'll put this one on top. And so on my Ruffly card, I ripped strips and laid them down and sewed them like this, but with right sides facing up, if that makes sense, because I wanted texture. That's pretty close. Okay, thanks. These were the strips I was looking for. Okay, but this will give us an idea. Okay, so it's all laid out, and I need to go, my tree template cardboard. Thanks. And we're going to go and cut it out. Yeah, I guess I could go out there, but. And on the tree template, you could use a 45-degree ruler on that and draw it out, but I just did one out of cardboard. Thanks. So I just lay this down, kind of arrange it how I want it. And where's your big rotary cutter? There. Thank you. Okay. And then I just lay it down and cut. And did you put a new blade in this? Maybe I'm just pushing harder. The harder you push,
Well, it is
So
always
then-
fun to get a new blade. It's like a miracle.
Yeah. Okay. And there we go. And then you could glue some buttons on this. And this would be fun if I left a little more down below. That would look like snow, maybe, or if I pulled this out. But anyway, you guys could have fun with this. And I just glue it on. And if this pops up like that, you can put a little glue. Or if not, you can stitch around this to give it a little character too. Or you could put decorative stitches down here too. There's all kinds of fun things you could do.
Perfect. Stash buster for sure.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, do you have a finished one to show them in case they are just joined?
Yeah, we do. We'll go back out.
We'll go back out where our cards are.
Thanks, Julie.
So if you want to order the jacket that we got a sneak peek for, you can give Workman's a call. They're happy to ship to you. And I don't know. I don't think you guys are doing a demo or a make and take in your booth at Quilt Show Reno, are you?
We were thinking about it maybe on hi Julie. Maybe on what's the flowers I'm doing? Coin.
They're on the scale if you want to give them a sneak peek of that.
Oh, so they might have. So if you guys aren't familiar with Quilt Show Reno, a lot of the vendors do make and takes. So it's kind of a great way for you to be able to try a technique or try a product and kind of get a quickie class on it before you invest.
Okay, so here's the flowers, and this is a demo I was plan to do at the Reno show to make flowers. And you
Super
use a
cute.
template. So it's a plastic template. It's called coin ruching. And so, so you mark your design, and you're just going to do, let's see, do I have this one started? No. What you do is not a basting, but just a running stitch around. And I had one started here somewhere, but I don't know about. But anyway, here. So this is it. So this is all done. And then you just take and do a running stitch on a couple of them, and then you pull. And then you just start forming your flower. So I was planning to do one and see how it's going to go. Okay.
Perfect. So it's a definite possibility for you guys. So make sure that you, it will be in the program. Who's doing make and takes or demos will be in the program. So make sure that you mark that. I know most of you are coming for more than one day. So the first day you might want to do a walk through the show and then go back to your hotel room or at lunch, mark all the places you want to make sure you go back to for the demos. I know Sierra Sewing and Going Batty are going to be doing several make and takes. So it's just a lot of fun. There's so much you can learn during the show.
Yep.
And if you need to get that pattern now from Vickie, I'm sure you can call her and she'd be happy to sell it to you now. You can get a jump start on your ruched flowers.
Here you go. Yeah. So anyway, I'm planning to do that for the show.
Perfect. Okay. So we just want to remind you guys to go to www.quiltshowreno.com and make sure you check out the classes, get signed up. We have a great rate on the hotel, so you can book through our website. The room rates start at $69 a night, and it's guaranteed to be the lowest rate. So if Priceline does offer a cheaper rate, they will honor that for our entire block. So make sure you book through us so that we can guarantee you get the cheapest rates. And we will see you soon. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I really want to thank Vickie for the demo and Lana and Leigh for doing showing us what they're going to be doing. So do you guys have any final words you want to say?
Hope to meet you there. It'll be fun.
Okay, perfect. All right.
See you guys there.
Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you for those who tuned in to watch. Have a great evening and go sew something.
All right.